What's going on, guys? My name is DanBeforeTime. Welcome back to some more Boundless. Today we are going to be taking a look at the brand new update that just hit Boundless on the live servers. So this video is not going to really be for the Boundless veteran or the current Boundless player, because they will pretty much know everything that I'm going to show, but this is for the viewers that I have that have maybe been following this game for a little bit and are maybe waiting to see where this game goes and what happens in the development process. So if you've been watching my Boundless videos, you know that the game is amazing, it's beautiful, it's fun, it's pretty, but right now basically exploring is a big part of it and building is a big part of it. And I love that, and I would have been totally happy with that being the whole game, to be honest with you. But this update that just went live has added the whole MMORPG progression system into the mix, and it is vast and it's pretty incredible. So what I decided to do was start a brand new account and start from the beginning with a brand new character. So I'm going to show you guys what the game looks like playing from the beginning in its current state. And as we do this, I will kind of walk you through the current changes and show you how the game is taking shape. So we picked up our totem here, and we have our light cube. Then we're going to open the inventory and select a warp crystal. Now we're going to look up at the planet in the sky, Solemn, and we're going to choose our starting location. So we're going to go there. Now our warp conduit should be open. So what we need to do is go pick this up, equip it. So this is kind of the basic tutorial that the game starts you with. And when I started the game 5-6 months ago, it was basically all you had. But now I'm going to show you that there is kind of an objective system to help you along with this stuff. So this is where the game begins. So now I want to show you guys, on the left hand side you'll see there's some objectives. How to break tree blocks. So hit a tree with your totem to break the block and collect wooden trunks. So what we're going to do first is just follow the tutorial, and I will show you guys how this starts. Now the cool thing about the totem is it is the only tool within Boundless that will not break. It has unlimited durability, which is amazing, and if you lose it, don't worry, because you can always craft another one. So it's very helpful, and even the veteran players keep a totem on them to break things, to save the life of their other tools. So we're going to gather 10 trunks, and we're going to gather 5 leaves. Okay, so we have our 10 trunks and 5 leaves, and now what we're going to do is build a campfire, and what this will serve as is our temporary beacon. So it will basically save a spot for us that is safe. So we're going to hit E, we're going to go into handcraft, and we're going to handcraft our campfire. Now it should be in our inventory. There it is. Now we drag this out, put it in our right hand, and we can now place it. So what this does is gives us our first beacon. There we go. And as you can see, when you level up, you get skill points and land plots. And you will need land plots to build bigger structures. And skill points leads to the biggest part of this update, which is what I'm going to focus on. This isn't going to be a long video of me starting the game over again, but I wanted to show you guys what is possible with this. So if you hit escape, then you can go into... This is basically all of the new things that have been brought forth in this update and have pretty much changed the game completely, in my opinion. So now you can go to your character and you see your level here. I'm currently level 2. We just leveled up. And this is as I said, I made this as my second account. So this is DanAfterTime. Say hello to DanAfterTime. Then you can go to your core attributes. And this shows you where you're at with your build, as it were, if you guys are familiar with MMORPGs. So our health is currently at 600, our stamina is at 600 out of 600, agility is at 10. This is basically the base. This is as low as everything is as low as you can get. We have health regeneration, run speed, sprint speed, action speed modifier, block place speed modifier, throwing speed modifier, status effect duration, stamina regeneration, damage, healing, critical chance, drop rate, and building range. So you see there's lots of stuff to work with, and that's what I'm most impressed about in this update, is how detailed you can get with these builds. So then we have mastery. Axe mastery, chisel mastery, hammer, shovel, bomb, grapple, lance, sling bow. You'll notice that there's new things in here. The lance, which is something we haven't seen up to this point. Bomb, also haven't seen. And let's see, I think those are it. Lance and bombs have not been implemented yet, but the UI and the systems behind that are in place, so when they do get added, they will be usable. Resistances, this is also new to the game. All kinds of different resistances, from physical, toxins, blast, corrosion, burn, chill, shock, all of this stuff. Major changes to the game. Exploration, you can now level up your compass. You can level up the intensity of your light source and how far that will travel. You can level up your warp distance, your jump height. There's jump modifiers now. All of these basically translate to UI modifications that you can have to give you more information about the game. As you'll see up here right now, there's no compass. If I back out, there's no compass, so that's something that's a skill that you have to learn and unlock, which is very different. We have atmosphere, and this will show you what your armor is to different planets that have different environmental dangers, let's say that. So as you guys can see, the new skill and character attributes section is pretty in-depth. Actually, it's very in-depth. So I want to show you guys what spending a skill point looks like, and then I'll take you through everything that you can do with your character. So we'll hit tab, then we'll hit character, then we click on the skills tab, and we have to spend a skill point. That's our next objective. So we go to core, and we have to start with our core skills. So basic crafting recipes. This unlocks the ability to craft basic items in a crafting table. And then recipes can be found in the crafting table's recipe list. So we're going to have to unlock this one to get started. There we go. Now we have 0 skill points, but we do have the basic crafting recipes. So now, in order to level up a little bit, we're going to have to go through this list of objectives. So what I'm going to do for time considerations now is switch back over to my main character, who has all of these things unlocked, or at least viewable, so I can show you how all of the systems work and what the options are. Okay guys, here we are with our main character. As you can see, we're a little farther along in our progression here. And if you guys do want to catch up with me kind of experimenting with this new update for the first time, I did live stream my first 2 nights with it, so you guys can check those out. I'll leave those links in the description down below. But let me show you guys how this game really has grown. So we'll go back into our main menu. We'll go to character, and we'll go to skills. Now, this stuff wasn't unlocked. This stuff isn't unlocked right away when you start a new game, like I was just working on. So they unlock as you progress up the ranks, basically. So here we have the core skills. We have all of those unlocked. Clan membership isn't really available right now, but that is on the tree as well. Then you go to your attributes, and I'll show you guys just how specialized you can get with these builds. So there's 69 skills alone just in the attributes section. So we have vitality. Basically, this to take the first one, you decrease your vitality by -10. Oh no, I'm sorry. That means if you cleanse this, we would lose 10 if we cleansed the skill, and we'll get to cleanses in a little bit. So as you go up, you increase your vitality by 10, and it increases your maximum health. So you can go all the way, right now it's at, or you increase it by 600 every time. Then you have power. and you can increase your power, which changes the damage dealt to creatures and blocks. So I have mine leveled up to 2, and then we have control, and that's going to increase your throwing range by 11% every time, and increase your building distance by 1 meter, which is nice, so you can place blocks from farther away. And then we have dexterity. Dexterity is going to lower your... No, I'm sorry. I have my dexterity built up. So dexterity increases your swing speed by 6% every time, and it increases your block placement speed by 10%. For me, I build a lot, so this was super critical to get going right off the bat. So you're going to swing faster with your hammer, and you're also going to place those blocks down faster for builds, which helps when you're building big structures like I'm building right now. Then we have agility, and I also have this one built up to the 3rd level. This increases your agility by 10, it increases your movement speed, and your critical hit chance by 2%. So I like my movement speed, I like to be able to get around fast, so I chose to work on this. Then we have intelligence. It increases your intelligence by 10, which lets you heal faster. Or heal more, I'm not sure how that works. Luck will increase the chance of your item drops by 11%. Energy increases your maximum stamina. And then attribute bonuses, which will increase all attributes by 2, and so on, 2 all down the line, which is very cool. So it kind of lets you basically slightly adjust all of your stuff upwards once you have your selected things. So as you can see, you can definitely start to specialize your character in the attribute section. Then there's also item crafting. Common machine recipes, advanced machine recipes, common engine recipes, and advanced engine recipes. Then we have common prop recipes and advanced prop recipes. Props are something that are being added to the game, and they're more like decorative blocks and things that you can do to decorate your builds, which is very cool. Those have been missing for a while, so I'm very excited for those to come into the game. Common item recipes, advanced item recipes, common block recipes, and advanced block recipes, and expert block recipes. So these are things that you have to unlock as you go on and level up, and it allows you to focus your points where you want them to be. And we also have tool mastery. So hammer, shovel, axe, grapple, and chisel. These are pretty self-explanatory. The higher up, the more effective you are at that skill. And then we have exploration. This basically changes the compass that you have. We have wide scan, triangulate, shout range. It increases the shout range by 100 meters. I'm not exactly sure what this does yet, but they're expensive. As you can see, the first one is 33 skill points, and the highest range is 54 skill points. Then inventory space you have to increase as well. Mine is leveled up because I was playing before this update, so they let us keep our inventory space, which was very nice. Light source, which increases your light intensities. Warp distance allows you to warp to farther away lands. Combat mastery, lance, slingbow, and bomb mastery, and then specialties within those like charge attack, slingbow rapid fire, charge slingbow, and charge bomb. Endurance, there's all kinds of stuff, guys. Health regen, stamina regen, projectile defense, projectile resistance, melee defense, melee resistance, impact defense, and impact resistance. Then we also have equipment crafting. And I'm not going to go through all of these because there's so much. Then we have abilities as well. We have a jump height bonus, which is really cool, and then jump height bonus 2, which is basically a double jump. Or the air jump is the double jump. And edge climb, which lets you automatically hang on to an edge if you perform a grapple or jump, which is very cool. This is going to, I've actually never even looked at these, increase the amount of threat generated per action by 5%. Creatures are more aggressive towards players with a higher threat rating. And then this is shadow effect, which reduces the amount of threat generated per action. So this is all very cool. And then these I don't have unlocked yet. to choose, but I can look at them in here. Survival, item durability, death penalty reduction, revive, which is really cool. There's going to be like healer classes that are available. Atmosphere, this is the protection from the different atmospheres, and range and focus. These are placeholder right now. They're not in the game, but they are being worked on. So as you can see, there are lots and lots and lots of options to build your character out exactly how you want them. Now, there's a couple reasons that I think this is really cool. One, because it gives you so much more to do in game, and there's such a greater sense of progression now in the game. Also, it's very cool because you have a limited set of points that you can spend. So you have to be very strategic with your builds, and that's going to lead to more build diversity, and it's going to lead to more groups of people working together in order to get things done. So for instance, I might specialize all of my skill points towards tool mastery, like hammer mastery and building, so I can mine blocks fast and build. I'm not saying that makes sense. I'm just saying I could do that, and then you would let other people that you play with fill in other roles. Let's say one person might be the miner and one person might be the builder. You could do both, but you could specialize just in resource gathering, and then you could have one person that's fully built out as a builder. And you have, somebody in the clan that builds out as a crafter. So you can start to see how synergistically you can start to build little communities where you'll have a master craftsman, a master hunter, a master gatherer, and a master builder. And then these communities can start to really take shape, and people can do what they want to do, and they don't have to do the part of the game that they don't enjoy, which I think is very cool. And that was one of the biggest promises in the game that I was drawn to when I first started reading about Boundless and saw the trailers. So very cool stuff that they've added in this update. This isn't a super in-depth breakdown of all of these skills. I will link you guys to the full patch notes if you want to read them. I just wanted to show some of you guys that have been on the fence about Boundless and have kind of been watching it from afar. I wanted to show you guys that the developers are in fact constantly working on this game. This is a big step towards the full release of 1.0, which is going to be the retail release version that hits simultaneously on PC and PS4. Still no release date on that, guys. I know you guys ask me in the comments quite a bit. I will let you know as soon as I hear anything. I will put out a video and let you guys know about the release date. But the game has gotten much, 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 much closer to retail release with this update. And they're going to be adding stuff and tweaking stuff and balancing stuff in the weeks to come. So very exciting time to be a Boundless player, and very exciting time to just be watching Boundless and seeing where this is all going, because it's going to get, it's already super fun right now, but it's just going to continue to get more and more fun and more exciting to play. I'm super excited, and I think I will start doing these more often. Probably not every update right now, because some of these updates in between are going to be just little tweaks, little fixes, little polishes, but every time there's a major update, I will definitely do one of these videos and kind of run you through what's new. And then, of course, when the game hits full release and thereafter, I will do one of these every single time there is an update, so you guys can always be on top of what's going on in game. So that's going to do it for me tonight, guys. I hope you learned something. I hope it was useful for you guys that haven't jumped on the Boundless train yet. This week's going to be cool. I got a lot of content in the works and a lot planned, so I will see you guys very soon with another video. Thanks so much for watching. As always, I've been Dan Before Time. You guys have been awesome. And until next time, enjoy your day.